Paul, which means horn.
Young one.
Layasha'alu, which means to Israel. Shapar, which is horn. Imagine in the room. So we're playing Yakadum, which means stand, turn, and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Bashamayim. Rashayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakuska. Tabah. Atazaka. Ayah. Aisha. Harataza. Sawa. Ayah. Bashamayim. Fununa. Baham. Kaliwam. Salakunu. Kawatmu. Kasalaknu. Kawatnu. Balaa. Abayana. When I say one. Ball. Kawashanu. Mayan. Ra. Kaya, Maka, Malakwa, Wa'ala, with the Parath, Lagulumyum, Amun.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Babakusha. The Thununawa. Haka. Larpa'a. Kamakalala. Kalmadawa. Haka. Latahar. Matzazariah. Haka. Lahakwayam. Amathia. Haka. Alkawa. Atamala. Agarashun. Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Waraman. In the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
Pray for the power structure in the Hebrew. Rakta Yahweh. Why Yahushai?
Why Yahushai?
Why Mayakal?
Why Mayakal?
Why Lahaim?
Why Lahaim?
Matazabia Alawapihan.
Matazabia Alawapihan.
Halawapi.
Alawapi.
Asrani.
Asrani.
Apatziani.
Apatziani.
Afayali.
Afayali.
Wahafwafi.
Wahafwafi.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
Wada Amun.
In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai. And Michael.
And
the angels. Commanding General Yahan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua. Listen
to us now. Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests.
The
Israelite brothers. And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose.
The
treasure of the rich of Israel.
They refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. Court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. The Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. kamatazi, the gay movement, lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, the army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street.
Open up the internet,
and the airways,
cable access
channels, the radio channels.
Convict the spirit,
any of thy people, that seek to stop us,
and bring swift destruction
to all the heathen,
stand in the way,
try to stop us,
broadcasting your words
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro,
through the earth,
and consume them.
Let
the plague shake
the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahushua,
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers,
and
punish all the heathen
that
come up against us, as we speak thy word, cause it to be known by all, that it is the angels that have done it, cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world, cause them to shake at thy coming, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. Sorry, face the front. The Shabbat, which means be seated. Right back here, picking up where we left off in Exodus. Moses is getting ready to come back into Egypt. Let's jump right into it.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 17. Wa'ath, Amatah, Hazah, Bakwak, Bayarakah, Ashar, the Aisha, Bawa, Pathath. Verse 18. Wayalak, Mashah, Wayashab, Al, Yathar, Kathanwa, Wayamar, Lawa, Alaka, Na'a, Waasha, Waba, Al, Akya, Ashar, Ba'matazarium, Wa'ara'a, Ha'aiwa Dam, Kayayam, Wa'ya'amar, Yatharwa, Lamasha, Laka, Lashalah Wam. Verse 19. Wa'ya'amar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, Bamarayan, Laka, Shab, Matazarium, Kaya, Mathawa, Kal, Ha'anashiam, Hamabakwash, Yam, Napashka. Verse 20. Wayakwak, Masha, Ashathwa, Wa'ath, Banyawa, Wayara, Kabam, Isle, Hakamar, Wayashab, Arataza, Matazarium, Wayakwak, Masha, Mata, Ha'alahayam, Bayadwa. Verse 21. Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, Balakathka, Lashawab, Matazaria, Ra'ah, Kal, Hamapathium, Ashar, Shamathia, Bayadaka, Wa'aisha, Yatham, Lapanya, Haraiah, Wa'anya, Aksak, Labwa, Wala, Yashalach, Ach, Ha'aim. Verse 22. Wa Amarath, Al, Hara'aya, Ka, Amar, Yahweh, Banya, Bakarya, Yasharala. Verse 23. Wa Amar, Al Yakah, Shalach, Ath, Banya, Waya Iban, Ya, Watha Ma'an, Bashalakwa, Hana, Anakya, Harag, Ath, Baraka, Bakaraka.
And back to the English.
Barakan. Exodus chapter 4, verse 17. And thou shalt take this rod into thine hands, wherewith thou shalt do signs. Verse 18. And Moses went and returned to Jethro, his father-in-law, and said unto him, Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren, which are in Egypt.
So now we're finishing where the Lord was giving Moses all his instructions. That's where he said, take this rod. That's the rod that, of course, he's going to cast down. It's going to turn into a serpent. He's going to extend over the Red Sea eventually. So he got these instructions, and now he's going back to his father-in-law saying, it's time for me to go. Keep going.
Khan. And see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace. Verse 19. And the Most High said unto Moses in Midian, Go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life. Verse 20. And Moses took his wife and his sons, and set them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of God in his hand. Verse 21. And the Most High said unto Moses, When thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh.
If I may, to make sure this scripture, make sure that you write it down, because it's letting you know he took his wife and his sons. You know what I mean? To let you know the lineage of Moses' son. The lineage goes by the father, not the mother. All right? That will be a cut to the Jewish man. Right.
Which there's a million scriptures, and they just pulled that out. They just made that up as they went along. And there's a million scriptures that say otherwise. They can't prove anywhere in the Torah, in the Tanakh, anywhere in the Bible, they can't find any evidence that your lineage goes through your mother. Not one verse. And yet so even if they were the seed, how they gonna know who's who by this time? They done lost the plot. 2,000 years later, even if they could lay claim to it somehow, they wouldn't even know who's who anymore. Keep going. Complete confusion.
Which I put in thine hand, but I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go. Verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus saith the Most High, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Salaki, you gotta write the scripture down. This is hardcore to let you know the Most High God came for Israel. Even the Most High God even said to Israel on that day, his firstborn.
Right.
You gotta write that down. Capital was pulling on the top.
And that's it.
So Pharaoh, another nation, Israel is my firstborn.
It's a beautiful thing. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And I say unto thee, Let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn.
So if you won't let my son go, I'm going to kill your son. If you won't let my firstborn go, I'm going to kill your firstborn. That's what the Lord said. Simple as that. Back to the Hebrew.
Guess where he got that from? who he got that from. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say that by accident. Because think about what Pharaoh did to the Israelites.
All right, right.
Their firstborn. That's the reason why he said that. You know what I mean? Oh, okay.
He tried to kill all the sons.
Yeah, you don't want to do that? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this to you.
Right.
It sounds familiar, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you
Exodus chapter 4, verse 24. Wayahaya, Barak, Bamala, 1. Waya Pagasha wa Yahweh, Waya Bakwash, Hamyathwa. Verse 25. Wathakwak, Tazapara, Tazar, Wathakarath, Ath, Iralath, Banah, Wathagai, Laragal, Yawa, Watha Amar, Kaya, Kathan, Damyam, Atha, Laya. Verse 26. Wayarap, Mamanwa, Az, Amara, Kathan, Damayam, Lamawa Lath. Verse 27. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Aharan, Lakah, Lawa, Kwarath, Mashah, Hamadabara, Wayalak, Wayapagashahwa, Bahar, Ha'alahayam, Wayashak, Lawa. Verse 28. Wayagad, Mashah, Baharan, Ath, Kal, Debaria, Yahweh, Ashar, Shalakwa, Wa'ath, Kal, Ha'athath, Ashar, Tazawahawa. Verse 29. Wayalak, Mashah, Wa-aharan, Waya Sapwa, Ath, Kal, Zakwanya, Banya, Yashar Allah. Verse 30. Wayadabar, Aharan, Ath, Kal, Hadabaram, Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Wayaish, Ha'athath, Ba'ayanya, Ha'aim.
Back to the English.
Khan. Genesis chapter 4, verse 24. And it came to pass by the way in the inn that the Most High met him and sought to kill him.
So now the Lord, by the way, sought to kill Moses. Keep going.
Khan, verse 25. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet and said, surely a bloody husband art thou to me.
So first, we know right out the gate what this is all about, because Zipporah didn't seem to have any hesitation figuring out what was going on. So this is a conversation that was had, and Moses didn't do what he was supposed to do. He didn't do what he was supposed to do because his wife didn't want to do it. That's all that was going on here. It's a simple reading of context. As soon as the Lord met Moses trying to kill him, his wife knew what was going on, and she said, fine, here, Here, you want this foreskin so bad here. And she hated it. She said, surely a bloody husband art thou to me. And that word that we just read in the Hebrew for husband is chethun, which is a rarely used word. Because for the most part in the Hebrew, the word for husband is the word for man. The word for wife is the word for woman. Your woman is your wife. Your man's your husband. But this is a word for like bridegroom. She specifically used this word to say, I'm married to you and now I have to do this to my kid. So she had a problem with it, and because of that, Moses didn't do what he was supposed to right away, and he was about to pay the price for that. So she did it. Keep going.
Verse 26. So he let him go.
So now that what was supposed to be done was done, he let him go. Go ahead.
Then she said, a bloody husband thou art because of the circumcision. Verse 27. And the Most High said to Aaron, go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and met him in the mount of God and kissed him.
So they reunited. They haven't seen each other in how many years? Keep going.
Verse 28. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Most High who had sent him and all the signs which he had commanded him. Verse 29. And Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the children of Israel. Verse 30. And Aaron spake all the words which the Most High had spoken unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people.
So he told everybody what he saw, and I'm sure they were skeptical at first, and then he did what the Lord told him to. He threw the rod down, it turned into a snake. He put his hand in his bosom, it turned white. We read about that last week. That was the big shocker when black ass Moses put his hand in his bosom and it came out white. That was the biggest sign, the biggest miracle of them all, sir.
You can't forget it when the Most High had to check Moses to let him know, because you feel skeptical about it. And especially, what I'm saying, when you're in the truth, you get Gemma, this is overwhelming. You know what I mean? I have a studying problem. I have this, I have that. You know what I mean? What you know what I'm saying? Who's your name? You know what I mean? How would you know what I mean? Why would these people, you know what I'm saying? Why would these people follow me? And that's what the Most High God let you know this is what it is.
Right.
Because remember, Moses had a kid. I pulled it up before. Moses had a kid. He had his wife. He was chilling.
Yeah.
And he was on the run and like, I made it out of there.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking about his peoples no more.
At all.
He's like, they gave him nothing, but I ain't going back.
At all.
And the Most High God had to tell him, you cannot forget about your people. You know what I mean? And the Most High God taught Moses brotherhood. So he had to go back for his not only, his sister and his brother. You see what I'm getting at?
Yep.
That's what Moses got 2 wives. He's chilling. He got the flock. He make him when he know how to fight.
He had a whole new life.
He's chilling.
Yeah.
Most High God, man, you gotta go back over
Yeah.
there. The people got him on water posters. And the Pharaoh that he grew up with.
Yep.
Wow.
No, you won't sign Christ. Keep going.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 31. Wayaman ha'aim Wayashama'aiwa kaya pakwad Yahweh af banya Yasher Allah Wakaya Ra'ah af Anyam Waya Kwadwa Waya Shathak Wawa. Exodus chapter 5, verse 1. Wa'akar ba'awa Masha Wa'aharan Waya Amarwa Al Para'aya Ka Amar Yahweh Al-Hayah Yasharala Shalak Ath Amya Wayakagwa Laya Bama Dabar Verse 2. Waya Amar, Hara'aya, Maya, Yahweh, Ashar, Ashamai, Bakwalwa, Lashalak, Yasharala, La'ah, Yara'aithya, Yahweh, Bagam, Yasharala, La'ah, Ashalak. Verse 3. Waya Amarwa, Alahaya, Ha'aibar Yam, Nakwara, Alyanwa, Nalaka, Na'a, Darak, Shalashaf, Yam, Bamadabar, Wanaza, Bakaka, La Yahawa, Alhayanwa, Pan, Yapaga'ainwa, Badabar, Awa, Bakarab. Verse 4. Wayamar, Alaham, Malak, Matazarium, Lama, Masha, Wa'aharan, the Para, Ya'aiwa, Ha'aim, Mamaish Yawa, Lakawa, Vasa Balaf Yakam. Verse 5. Wayamar, Hara'aya, Han, Rabyam, Aitha, Aim, Ha'arataza, Wahashabatham, Atham, Masabalatham. Verse 6. Wayatazawa, Hara'aya, Bayawam, Ahawa'a, Hanagashyam, Ba'aim, Wa'af, Shatar Yawa, La'amar.
Back to the English.
Khan. Exodus chapter 4, verse 31. And the people believed.
After they saw his hand come out white and go back and be restored again, they believed. Keep going.
Khan. And when they heard that the Most High had visited the children of Israel, that he had looked upon their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshiped.
Meaning they said, damn, God cares about us while we going through all this. God sees what we going through and he sent somebody for us. And he's going to do, they could already see bigger things coming in the future. They said, yo, we almost up out of here. God cares about us. That's heavy. Keep going.
So like, if I may, they let you know for Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, right? I know you know what I'm saying, we are going, you know what I'm saying, we are being crushed to powder, but the Most High God have heard our people back in Israel.
Right.
Right here, and you know what I'm saying, right here in our captivity, he will hear our prayers. He will definitely hear our prayers. Because he's not going to, you know what I mean? He's going to follow what he said that he's going to do.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? That's why we have the faith. That's the reason why we have the faith. Because that's the reason why we pray to the Most High God. So he can hear our cries. So he can, you know what I'm saying? So we can have salvation. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know? Why not? He did it before, why he can't do it right now? That's real. And a lot of brothers and sisters cannot see that because they are crack addicts. Right. They are dope addicts. You know what I'm saying? They have bent the knee to, you know what I'm saying, to Donald Trump. America is so big. Like Egypt. Yeah. Like Egypt. Egypt was big. It was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was coming to Egypt for food. Like America, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? But and also Egypt had the, you know what I'm saying, also had the children of God in captivity. He heard the cries.
That's it. And that's a beautiful thing to realize that God sees what you're going through and that he cares about that and that he's coming to get you. And that's something we got to remember right now, because that's what's going on. That's why these crazy Israelite niggas is out on the street corner yelling at you, because God sees your affliction and cares about you and sent somebody. Keep going.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Most High Power of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
That famous phrase, let my people go, that everybody knows, but they don't think about what it means. God sent somebody to go into Pharaoh, who's basically the most powerful man on this planet this time, and just some dude that just came out of the desert and say, let my people go. That was a demand. He rolled up to Pharaoh and said, let my people go. And that's a message from God. I'm not saying that. Thus saith the Lord, let my people go. It's not Moses saying this is my people. It's the Lord saying this is my people. Keep going.
You have to understand what he said. Because remember, even back then, people say, yo, you're going to unalive me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you did like you did the Egyptian.
Right.
But he saved his life. You know what I mean? We have people today. Yo, let my people go. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who get unalive in the streets. You have Moses, you got a victim mentality. We're good places there over here in Egypt.
Yeah.
We eating. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We live in huts. This good Egyptian?
Yeah,
He's a good Egyptian.
They would have told Moses he lived in the Egyptian dream.
You live, you know what I mean? You live in the Egyptian dream. You know what I mean? When you want to be, you know what I'm saying? You talking about slavery and what the Egyptians are doing. What you talking about, Moses? They're good Egyptians.
Yeah, y'all got it good.
On Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Do that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That happened in America. They only beat us on, they only beat us on Tuesdays. But they let us, you know what I mean? But they let us eat watermelon on Sunday.
Mm.
That's what's going on right now. But if Moses was here today, you would, you know what I'm saying? You would hear fresh and fit. You know what I mean? Jay-Z would say, you got a victim mentality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Moses is here.
You should just work harder.
Do you see priest and officer Yatazar? You know what I'm saying? The tribe of Levi and telling them that, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor is the devil, what the Bible speaks of. But he's going to say, priest and officer Yatazar have a victim mentality, huh? He's
right.
You know what I'm saying, from the tribe, you know what I'm saying, of Levi.
He should just work harder and get his bag up according to them.
You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, just get a good corporate job.
It happened back then.
Yeah.
It happened back then. We saw Yatazar say, yo, we got to get out of this captivity. Then, you know what I'm saying, fresh and fit, you guys saying, nah. You know what I mean? You got a victim mentality.
No, that's
it's the same.
And that's thing. Not even what's heavy. That fresh and fit. That's not even a Judite. That's a Somali.
Oh, he's from the. Oh, what's somebody tell that he was so-called African American?
No, the sidekick I think is a Benjamite. The sidekick is a Benjamite, but the main dude Myron, he's a Somali.
He's a Somali.
Yeah. Everybody, I thought everybody
go back to his people, and so they can stop unaliving each other and defecating in the streets. Yeah. That's what he needs to do.
Worry about your poor.
You need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to divorce that white woman. You know what I mean? And go to, you know what I mean? Go to his people so he can love his people. But he had bended the knee to this kingdom right here. That's what he did. He just
wants to be a good American.
He wants to be clean cut.
Clean cut. Yep. Exactly. Keep going.
Verse 2. And Pharaoh said, who is the Most High, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go?
So Moses said, thus saith Yahweh. Pharaoh said, who is Yahweh? Imagine him sitting there. This is the most powerful dude on the planet, basically. And he's like, who are you talking about? I'm obeying who? Who you giving me commands from? You don't recognize Moses' God. He got his little Egyptian snake gods with their, rat head gods and everything else. He's just going to bring his priests and have them do some magic tricks. That's all he cares about. Because remember, the Pharaoh was pushed himself as God. So all of their little funny looking guys that they had in the hieroglyphics, they were just venues for him to control the people with. But he saw himself as the most powerful person in the universe because he was ruling the most powerful empire on the planet. So he didn't care who came to him saying, let my people go. He's like, who are you talking about? Keep going.
Wait, no. You gotta go on deep on this lot. Who is this former slave coming to me talking about their God?
Right.
Don't you see the gold down the block? Don't you see me, you know what I'm saying, crushing your people? Don't you see me crushing your people? You're gonna tell me about your God? Don't that sound familiar? In 2025, when you know what I'm saying, when the preaching of prophet of the ISUPK go on the streets and tell you know what I'm saying, tell Joe Biden and Donald Trump, our God going to destroy America. Who is your God?
And they think that's funny.
Who is your God? That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny though.
You are black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, they think it's a big joke.
How is slave going to tell me they're going to crush me? Then, you know what I'm saying? We got documentaries on us. They said, you know what I'm saying? This guy's going to tell us that we're going to be under y'all.
Yeah.
We're going to be under Black and Hispanics and American Indians. The people that we crush.
You know what they say? Go get a job. They say we ain't got no job.
While we crushing you at the same time. You got to think about what Pharaoh said. A slave telling him, let my people go. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, what is that sister? What is that sister? That say that she could save 1,000 more if they knew they were slaves.
Harriet Tubman.
Let my people go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Harriet Tubman. Nat Turner. Let my people go. Who was this goddamn slave? Who is you? Moses. Who's your people? Moses. They always, you know what I'm saying? They're wiping my mother's backside right now.
Yeah.
You gotta understand the temperament of our oppressor. Who is you talking about you God's chosen people? How dare you say that?
And that's
what Pharaoh was saying back then.
Yeah, and that's even when he knew who Moses was, but he's still looking at him as this is a Hebrew. This is a common Hebrew and his brother.
No. This is a Puerto Rican. That's what he said.
Right. Who is this?
Who? You know what I mean? What is this guy?
Got the audacity to come in.
Yeah, the audacity that we just this African American.
Like this is not a serious thing to him.
Why we just sign some things so we could give you some crumbs?
Yeah.
We just signed this thing so we could give you some crumbs.
Exactly.
Why we just sign this thing that you ask permission to give you civil rights? Think about that. When did Donald Trump Trump's people or nation ever ask his nation to give him civil rights? But another nation of people have to act.
Yeah, they don't have to. Yeah.
How dare you?
They don't have to. They demand for that. They demand their rights. Yeah.
No, they don't lie.
Yeah, no, they tell the government.
So January 6th?
There you go.
So you saw, Donald Trump pardoned everybody in January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I noticed? Everybody got pardoned, but nobody did more than 6 months. They was already out of jail when Donald Trump got back into office. A lot of them was still in jail though. They gave that Cuban that Commanding General Yohana debate, the leader of the Proud Boys. They gave him like 20 years. Of course, because he was Cuban. Yeah. Yeah, he thought he was cool. He thought he was in there. He thought he was in there, but his man got this 6 months. Yeah. Yeah, they said, "Oh, you in there, right? You the leader. All right, 20 years." He thought it was a drinking club. Because you know what I'm saying? We talk about some Brooklyn and talk about the flutes. Under the nose. But it says it right just going to get back to the scripture. It's like along with it. We have to understand it happened. It's happening today, right now.
Exactly.
When the Israelites come on the block, come in the streets and tell America that let my people go. America never let, you know what I'm saying, the blacks and Hispanics on the American Indians go. Never. They still here. The Native American Indians are still here.
Still on the reservations.
On regular, they push them to the corner. Where you going?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna unalive your daughters. If they walk down the road, we're gonna unalive them.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna run pipelines down the land, saying that it's sovereign. African Americans, you better go underneath the table. Because we done crushed you a long time ago.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, better watch your tongue now. Here goes some toilet paper and some paper towels.
Everything in Exodus lines up exactly with what we see today. That's the reason the scriptures call it modern day Sodom and Egypt. Everything lines up exactly today.
And you know who got off? Mexicans.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You know who also got off? Also thought it got off? The West Indians. You didn't see it? You didn't see it right now? What's going on with the West Indians? Do you know who thought they was like, they ain't gonna get me?
Oh, right.
The Navajo Indians.
All right.
The Navajo. I don't care what that paperwork says.
Yeah. We're gonna learn to come together.
Yo, we're gonna deport me. I live in Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna deport you to Tijuana. Because we feel like
we're gonna learn to come together. Yeah. We're gonna learn to come together.
Everybody, we all oppressed together. Judah, you know what I'm saying? Ephraim are oppressed together. It's in the scripture. You can't get away from this. It's a lot.
Just like the general said the other day in Spanish, he said, when we come together, we have a common enemy. And when we come together, our enemy will fall. But keep going.
6 months.
Yep.
I know not the Most High, neither will I let Israel go.
That's what he said. I said, what are you talking about? I don't know this. I don't know who that is. I'm not letting nobody go. These are my slaves. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And they said, the power of the Hebrews hath met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Most High our power.
Remember, at first it was just asking for 3 days. Just let us go for 3 days, do what we're supposed to do, sacrifice to God, and we're going to come back. Go ahead.
Lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword.
We're not scared of you, Pharaoh. We're scared of the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get you unto your burdens.
So now they said, what are you talking about? You trying to get the people 3 days off? You trying to get them a 3-day weekend? Get back to work. Get back to work. Keep going.
Verse 6. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying.
Oh, back to the Hebrew. I'll take it. From verse 7. La'ath Asapwan, Lathaf the bun concept. La'im, Lalabun, Halabunyum, Kathmu'al, Shalash Shalasham, Hum, Yalakwa, Wakwashashwa, Lahum, the bun, verse 8, Wa'ath, Mathakanath, Halabunium, Ashar, Hum, Aishium, Thamawal, Shalasham, Lashiamwa, Iliyahum, La'ah, Nagaraiwa, Mamunwa, Kaya, Narapium, Hum, Al, Kun, Hum, Tazaiquium, La'amar, Nalaka, Nazabakha, La'alahayanawa, verse 9, Lakabad, Haibadah, Al Ha-Nashim, Waya Aishawa, Baal Al, Yeshaiwa, Badabaria, Shaquar, verse 10, Waya Tizaawa, Nagasha, Ha'im, Washatarium, Washatariwa, Waya Amarwa, Al Ha'im, La Amar, Ka Amar, Par'aya, Ayanunya, Nathan, Lakam, Thabun, verse 11, Athum, Lakawa, Kwakwa, Lakam, Thabun, Ma'ashar, the Matizawa, Kaya, Ayun, Nagarai, Ma'ibadathkum, the Bar, verse 12, Wayapatza, Ha'im, Bakal, Arataza, Matazarium, Laquashash, Quash, Lathabun, verse 13, Wahanagashim, Ataziyum, Lamar, Kalwa, Ma'aishiakum, the Bar, Yawum, Bayawumwa, Kashar, Bahayawath, Hathabun, verse. Back to the Hebrew, or back to the English.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 7. Ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as hereto. Let them go and gather straw for themselves.
Oh, so they got all this time to want to take a 3-day weekend. I guess we don't need to give them straw. Let them go and get straw. So now he's pushing back. So Moses asked for this thing. He's saying, I'm gonna make sure y'all don't ask for nothing no more. Keep going.
Verse 8. And to tell the bricks which they did make heretofore, ye shall lay upon them. Ye shall not diminish aught thereof.
So the same amount of bricks that they've had to make, you're not going to lessen that. You're going to let them go and get the straw and still make the same amount of bricks. Good. Keep going.
For they be idle. Therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our power.
They must have time on their hands. So I'm going to give them some work. Keep going.
Verse 9. Let their more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein, and let them not regard vain words.
Now, as we've been pressing, this is all the same as what we're seeing today. Why do you think it is so imperative that they have us working until we drop? In the white community, they have 9-to-5 jobs. They barely even work 9 to 5, right? They got time for hobbies. They got time for all types of things. Just go up and down through Manhattan and see all the ridiculous things that they have for hobbies for these white people. They got a building for anything that you want to do in your free time. In our community, what free time? You working 2 jobs, you commuting the rest of the time on the train all over the city to the hinterlands because they pushing us farther and further out into the boroughs. So whatever time you're not working, you spend time commuting, barely even got time to cook when you get home. That's why we eating all this trash fast food, feeding our kids this trash fast food, just barely got time to cook. That's why you go to McDonald's in the hood and the line is out the door. They want to make sure that you don't have time to study. They want to make sure that you don't have time to regard what they believe are vain words. Don't think too hard about what them crazy Israelites are saying on the corner. Don't go home and look it up in your Bible. Don't go home and Google to see if that history they're talking about is true. Go home and go to sleep because you got to get up at the crack of dawn the next morning and get back to the warehouse or get back on that truck or get back to the restaurant. That's the concept. Keep going.
Verse 10. And the taskmasters of the people went out, and their officers, and they spake to the people, saying, Thus saith Pharaoh, I will not give you straw. Verse 11.
And so, of course, this is also a tactic to turn them against the person that came for them. So they're going to demonize anybody they're going to make your own people hate you for speaking up for them, because they're going to make it uncomfortable, and people love comfort. Keep going.
Verse 11. Go ye, get you straw where ye can find it, yet not all of your work shall be diminished. Verse 12. So the people were scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt to gather stubble instead of straw. Verse 13. And the taskmasters hasted them, saying, fulfill your works, your daily task, as when there was straw.
So now they got to go all out throughout the land, gathering straw, and they're rushing them back, saying, you still got to make these bricks. You still got to make the same amount of bricks. And they're making them hate Moses. And that's why it's so heavy that you can't be comfortable in this hell. You can't be thinking about the things that you like. You can't get so comfortable that you're afraid to get uncomfortable, because they want to use that comfort against you, and they want to use the idea of discomfort to scare you from doing anything real. They want to keep you comfortably at the bottom and chasing a little bit that they let you that they let you advance. They chasing a little house and a little picket fence while you're still going to be a nigga in America. Sir?
Oh, you dropping it so heavy. I gotta fast forward to this side of history. Why you coming down here robbing up our Negro? Mm-hmm. Why you coming down here, you know what I'm saying, speaking up for our Negroes over
exactly.
Here? They, you know what I mean? They, you know what I'm saying, they stay in their place. You know what I mean? They not, you know what I mean? They don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't feel the way that they have to fight. We give them what they're supposed to have.
Exactly.
Don't come down over here. Then our own people say, yo, why, you know what I'm saying? Why are you saying this to our, you know what I'm saying, to our master? Why are you saying this to these good white folks over here?
They're gonna make it harder on us.
Here in Mississippi. Yeah. You wrap around in North Carolina. You know what I mean? We okay down here. Don't be talking to them about that, you know what I'm saying, about that stuff. Don't be talking about that you a man. You know what I love to pull my head in these laugh barrels. You know what I'm saying? I love, you know what I'm saying? I love, you know what I'm saying, to run, you know what I'm saying, to run down the street when the sun comes down.
You keep talking that way. You keep talking that way. Master not even gonna let us go downtown no more.
Yeah, Master ain't gonna let us go back downtown. You know what I mean? We can't shop over there and then Charlie, you know what I mean, Mr. Charlie Stall. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You making it hard on all of us. You over here rabbirizing. That's what they call it. Mm-hmm. Rabbirizing. Mm-hmm.
They're saying the same thing today. If any Mexican brother, any Hispanic brother stands up, they're gonna say they're gonna stop hiring us. We need that $5 an hour. Come on. Don't be comfortable. Being comfortable makes you a coward. It makes you weak. Want something better for yourself. Want something better for your kids, at least. Want something better for your people. Be selfless.
If I may, I have to say this. And this is when you know you're destroyed. You know what I'm saying? When blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans walking around with signs and protest, you know what I'm saying, with signs that said, I'm a man too, we are destroyed. Yeah,
exactly.
We are destroyed.
Exactly. You gotta tell somebody you're a man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, like go up north and you get treated like a chick.
Yeah.
I'm a man too.
Exactly.
Think about it. Think about how good our oppressor feel that another man have to go to him to let him know he's a man too. Yeah. That's what to let you know that you destroyed.
With a sign.
You know what I mean? That's to let you know that you destroyed. You got little kids and grown adults saying, I'm a man too. I'm a woman. And I'm a woman. Right now, every time no, sorry. So during the truth said, and I'm a woman too.
Yep.
That's to let you know that we have been destroyed.
No, that's it. Keep going. Back to the Hebrews, verse 14.
Yeah, was it 14, right?
When Yahweh Shatar Banya Yasha'Allah Ashar Shamwa Alham Nagashria Par'aya La Amar Maduwai La Ah Kalithum, Kakwakum, Lalabun, Kathamawal, Shalasham, Gum, Thamawal, Gum Hayawum, verse 15, Waibaawa, Shataria, Bunya Sha'ala, Wayatazaikwa, Al Peraya, Lamar, Lama, the Aisha Ka, Libadika, verse 16, the Bun Ayun, the Sun, Libadika, Walabunyum, Amarium, Lanawa, Aishwa, Wahana, Ibadika, Makayum, Wakataath, Imaka, verse 17, Wayamar, Narapium, Athum, Narapium, Al Khan, Athum, Amarium, Nalaka, Nazabaka, La Yahweh, verse 18, Wa'aitha, Lakwa, Ibadwa, Wasabun, La'a, Yanathun, Lakum, Wasakun, Labunium, the Thunwa, verse 19, Wayarawa, Shataria, Bunya Sha'ala, Athum, Barai, La'amar, La'a, Nagaraiwa, Malabunyacum, the Bar, Yawum, by Yawumwa, verse 20, Wayapagaiwa, Ath Masha, wa Ath Aran, Natizabum, Lakurathum, Batizaathum, Ma'ath, Paraya, and back to the English.
Khan. Exodus chapter 5, verse 14. And the officers of the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten, all demanded, therefore have ye not fulfilled your task in making brick, both yesterday and today, as heretofore. Verse 15. Then the officers of the children of Israel came and cried unto Pharaoh, saying, Wherefore dealest thou thus with thy servants?
Now they going through all this. They came and asked Pharaoh, what happened? Where did this come from? We were chilling. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 16. There is no straw given unto thy servants, and they say to us, Make brick, and behold, thy servants are beaten, but the fault is in thine own people.
He's saying, y'all the ones not giving us brick. You'd be beating us for not having a straw. You're not giving us the same straw you were given before. Keep going.
Khan, verse 17. But he said, Ye are idle. Ye are idle. Therefore ye say, Let us go and do sacrifice to the Most High.
And so they looked at each other. They said, "Oh, it's this Moses. That's why he's doing this to us." Go ahead.
Oh, it's a lot. Man, you got to understand what they're saying. They're saying exactly what our people are saying today. They taking our oppressor argument points.
Mm-hmm.
We are idle. You know what I mean? Oh no, it's Moses' fault that we are idle.
Yeah.
Who said that? Pharaoh said that. Pharaoh said that. You want to make my slave idle? Pharaoh said that in a couple scriptures back. And we're saying exactly the same thing. And our people, the talking points is exactly the same thing that what Pharaoh was saying. You gotta take that. You know what I mean? That's that's a pinnacle right there. You gotta write that down because what's going on back then is the same thing what's going on right now.
It's the same thing. Everything in this chapter lines up exactly with what we're going through. Keep going.
Khan, verse 18. Go therefore now and work, for there shall be no straw be given you, yet shall ye deliver the tale of bricks. Verse 19. And the officers of the children of Israel did see that they were in evil case, after it was said, Ye shall not minish aught from your bricks of your daily task.
So they saw that there was a target on them now. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And they met Moses and Aaron, who stood in the way as they came forth from Pharaoh.
They said, oh, there y'all go. Go ahead. Oh, back to the Hebrew. All right, verse 21. Wa Amarwa, Alaham Yara, Yahweh, Aliakum, Wa Shapat, Ashar, Habashatham, Ath, Rayachnoah, Bayanya, Paraya, Wabayanya, Ibadua, Lathath, Harab, Bayadum, Laharagnoah, verse 22, Wayashab, Masha, Al Yahweh, Wayamar, Adunya, Lama, Haraitha, La'im, Hazah, Lama, Zah, Shalakathnoya, verse 23, Wama'az, Ba'athia, Al Paraya, Ladabar, Bashamka, Harai, La'im, Hazah, Watazal, La'ah, Hatazalath, Athimka, chapter 6 and verse 1, Wayamar, Yahweh al-Masha, Aitha, Dara'ah, Ashar, Aisha, La Paraya, Kaya, Bayad, Hazakwa, Yashalacham, Wabayad, Kazakwa, Yagarasham, Maratazawa. Verse 2, Wayadabar, Alahayim, Al-Masha, Wayamar, Aliwa, Anya Yahweh. Verse 3, Wara'ah, Al-Raham, Al-Yasazakak, Wa Al-Yaikwab, Ba'al-Shadia, Wa Shamya Yahweh, La'ah, Nawadaithya, Laham. Verse 4, Wagum, Hakumathya, Ath, Barayathya, Athum, Lathath, Laham, Atharataza, Kana'ain, Atharataza, Magari Yahum, Ashar, Garwa, Ba. Verse 5, back to the English.
Exodus chapter 5, verse 21. And they said unto them, the Most High look upon you and judge, because ye have made our savor to be abhorred in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of his servants, to put a sword in their hand to slay us.
So now, as soon as they saw Moses and Aaron, they said, this Lord you talking about, may he look upon you and judge you, because you made them hate us. And you made them put a sword in their hand. So you basically saying you put a target on our backs to them. And so they can't see long term. They just seeing they making it harder on us right now. And now they're Pharaoh accomplishing what he was trying to do, which is to make them hate Moses for speaking up for them. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And Moses returned unto the Most High and said, Lord, wherefore hast thou so evil entreated this people? Why is it that thou hast sent me?
So now Moses is doubting himself. Go ahead.
Bob Bishop. Just going a little deeper on that, because not only he's doubting himself, he's talking to the Most High that way, saying that, you know what I'm saying? Bob Bishop, read that scripture, read 22 of it.
Verse 22. And Moses returned unto the Most High.
So Moses going to his God.
Right.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
That's what he's going to. The person who sent him back to his people, tell him that you're going to save your people out of this captivity. Right. And you want to speak to Pharaoh. And you want to tell, you understand 10 toes down and tell Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying, what the Most High God is saying. Read on.
And said, Lord.
Say that again.
And said, Lord.
Now this is Moses saying, Lord. Read on.
Wherefore hast thou so evil entreated this people?
Say that again.
Wherefore hast thou so evil entreated this people?
So you know what I'm saying? So he said, wherefore has thou, who is the thou?
Lord.
Huh?
Lord.
The Lord. This is Moses talking. He said it right here. Wherefore has the Lord so evil treated his people?
So now Moses doubting himself.
You see how hard Moses is going in?
Yeah.
Moses is telling the Most High God I dealt with his people evil.
So just like Pharaoh got them to look at Moses like it was his fault, Moses went back to God like it's his fault.
That I did something evil for the Lord.
Yeah.
This is a hard scripture right here.
Yeah.
And this is what happened when you're coming into the truth. Because now you're going to start doubting yourself. Oh, I'm living in a car. No, you know, I'm following the Lord's commandments. You know what I'm saying? I got the brotherhood. I'm going to my class. I'm in the truth. But why I'm living in the car? Oh, you're doing something evil to me. You know what I mean? I came into the truth. I'm making thousands of dollars. Now I got no money. Nothing. I'm jammed up. Is you doing something evil to me? This is the second guessing right here. This is what, you know what I mean? This is real. Because it's happening right now. It's happening to the brothers and sisters in the truth. And this is what Moses went to the Lord. And he prayed to the Lord and said, yo, I went to my people. If I was not letting hear me and my people's against me, do you do something evil to me, Lord?
That's heavy.
Oh, wait. Read on.
Come. Why is it that thou hast sent me?
Say that again.
Why is it that thou hast sent me?
Why you sent me, Lord? I told you I can't speak well.
Yeah.
I told you, yo, I was asking you all these questions so I don't get jammed up and put in the position the way I'm in right now, frustrating you, Lord.
Yeah, or what's the purpose of this? Are they really going to follow me?
I'm going to my people, I'm letting them know, God, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, I'm looking at my people, they getting jammed up. The Pharaoh is cutting me. Why you put me in this? I feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
I feel embarrassed, Lord. This is what Moses do. The second guessing the truth. You know what happened? You know who did it? Paul. No, not Paul. Peter. Peter's in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Second guessing. So this is right. I'm going to deny the Most High God. He's looking for an excuse. And this is something about the Most High God. You know what I mean? The Most High God. You know what I mean? The Most High God is funny. You get jammed up or whatever. They say you get shot 40 times. You get shot 40 times. Say, I'm about to go. I want to leave because I can't do no more of this truth. You know what the Most High God is going to say? You ain't going. I'm going to heal you so you can do more work.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You try to get out of it. You're doing you got shot. A lot of us do that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Oh, man, I'm on my deathbed, man. I just want to die. No, you just want to keep yourself away from doing the work. And the Most High God is going to help you out.
You ain't done yet.
You know what I mean? You're going to get the bill.
Yeah.
Instead, you still got to do the work.
Yeah.
We see it all the time.
You ain't done till he say you done.
All the time. Oh, man, I'm jammed up. This is going on physically. Oh, man. But meanwhile, you're still doing the work. You don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
This is Paul right here. That doing.
You
know what I mean? And this is what it is. This is what I'm going to like. And this is what I don't want to be going with. But this is, you got to realize Moses is questioning the Most High God.
Right.
Because he's not being strong in the faith right now.
Which this 23rd verse is going to drive it home.
Yeah, question the Most High God. You know.
Verse 23. For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in thy name.
Speak in what?
To speak in thy name.
Who's the thou?
The Most High.
The Most High, right? We know.
He has done evil to this people.
I went to Donald Trump in your name. You know, I went to the mayor of New York in your name.
Yeah. And he's just coming back and doing worse, and now Moses is
worse. Now,
yeah.
Now you know, they're deporting my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Now they saying, you know what I mean? Now they saying Now they cutting off. If you was born in America, you still not American.
Yeah. But
Right?
finish that verse.
Khan. He hath done evil to this people.
Say that again.
He hath done evil to this people.
It said, he have done evil to him. It said, done evil to this people. Who is it? This people.
That's Israel.
That's Israelites. Go on.
Khan. Neither hast thou delivered thy people at all.
Say that again.
Neither hast thou delivered thy people at all.
Neither hast thou. Who's the thou?
And that's the heavy part. Huh? The Lord. And that's the heavy part.
That's the heavy part right there. See you in the creator.
Because he's saying that you told me you were going to deliver this people. I went to Pharaoh and he's making it harder on them. He's getting harsher. What's going on? This is bad. And that's like you were saying, that connects to today. Because if you feel like you're doing this work and you're looking out there and you don't see things getting better, you don't see this beautiful transformation, right? And Harlem, all of a sudden, all the fathers are back in the houses in Harlem. We out the projects. We all happy. No, the women ain't whore. They covered up, right? That's not going to happen tomorrow. It might get worse. I'm sure over in your years, you've seen it get worse and worse out here. And you can't look at the Lord like you ain't delivered these people yet. And that's what's going on right here.
For example, you know what I'm saying? Our leader, Commander Junior Honor, remember where he went through.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what he went through. You know what I'm saying? He went from everything's rocking and rolling. Everything is rocking and rolling. This school is packed with brothers and sisters. He got raised up to a general. He's the last person to get raised up in the general by the 4 heads. Then you see everybody go. Don't that sound familiar with And I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put them like in your house.
Right.
But I'm talking about Israelite status. I'm talking about Israelite, what always happens. You know what I'm saying? What always happens, which everybody's gone. Now you question, you know what I'm saying? Now you question the faith.
Yeah.
He was the only person in the school. Precinct Commander Junior. He's the only person in the school. You know how many people left out of school? Even generals who raised him up. It's out the school. It's out the school. And I'm doing the work well. You told me to do this. I'm helping my people. I saw when it was rocking and rolling. Nobody's here now.
That's really heavy though. So I think about that a lot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you put me in a bad position? And that's the, you know what I'm saying? That's that demon right there. Questioning. You're questioning now.
No, that's real.
You're questioning the word.
That's really heavy when you think about that.
That's what's going on. And that's why I say you gotta break down the scripture.
Yeah.
Because the scripture is so hardcore. Because remember where Moses is coming from. He escaped the people who was after him. He got 2 wives.
Yeah.
He got kids. He got farmland.
Oh, but
He's chilling.
Salaki, before you get off that point, that's real heavy because that for all those years, that had to be real hard. Like you have to question yourself. If you're in his shoes, if you're in Commander Junior High shoes, rebuilding this, you gotta be questioning, Lord, am I doing the right thing? This is all falling apart all around me. I gotta rebuild it.
Yeah, he talk about it all the time.
And that's real heavy. And there's men who go through that. This is what Moses is going through right here. Moses is now the only one. Everybody's looking at him like the bad guy. And he's the only one. He just came out of the desert to tell them the Lord is going to deliver them. And now it's already getting worse for them. But that's where we're at. Keep going.
Khan. Exodus chapter 6, verse 1. Then the Most High said unto Moses, Now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of this land. Verse 2. And the Most High spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am the Most High. Verse 3. And I appeared unto Abraham unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, by the name of God Almighty, but by the name Yahweh was I not known to them. Verse 4, and I have also established my covenant with them, to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their pilgrimage, wherein they were strangers.
I mean, whoever's in that land got to go. Go ahead.
I think it's for the last verse.
Come.
All right, for the last one. Also, make a note for verse 3. That's the cut. Any Christian that's talking about the Most High, Most High God name is I am what I am.
Yeah, no,
that's cut right here in number 3.
That's it, and that's real simple and real straightforward.
It's cut right here. His name is this right here. He said his name, what it is. Don't they know that my name is that?
He said it over and over.
He said it right there.
Back to the Hebrew.
So you cut that M and that everything.
Verse 5. Wagum anya shemaithya athna kwath bunya yasha'ala ashar matazarium ma'ibadyum athum wazakar ath barayathya. Verse 6. Lakan amar labunya yasha'ala anya Yahweh wahawatiza athya athkum mathakath sabalath matazarium watazalathya athkum ma'ibadathkum waga'alathya athkum bazru'ai Natawaya, Natawiya, Wabashapathium, Gadolium, verse 7, Olakukathia, Askum, Laya, La'im, Wahayathia, Lakum, La'alahayum, Wayadaithum, Kaya, Anya Yahweh, Alahayakum, Hamortizaya, Athkum, Mathakath, Sabalawath, Matazarium. Verse 8, Wahabaathia, Athkum, Alharataza, Ashar, Nashaathia, Athiadia, Lathath, Atha, Labraham, Laisakak, Walayaikwab, Wenathathia, Atha, Lakum, Morashah, Anya Yahweh. Verse 9. Wayadabar Masha Khan al Bunya Sha'ala Wala Shemaiwa al Masha Malkhazar Rakha Wama'ibada Kwasha. Verse 10. Wayadabar Yahweh al Masha Umar. Verse 11. Ba'a Dabar al Para'aya Malak Matazarium Washalach Ath Bunya Sha'ala Matazarwa. And back to the English.
Exodus chapter 6, verse 5. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant.
So Lord's telling Moses what it is right now. Keep going.
Verse 6. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Most High, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments.
So he's saying, look, don't worry. Don't worry about it being a little better or a little worse. I'm bringing you out of that bondage altogether. And that's what you got to remember in this hell. Don't worry about it being a little bit more comfortable, a little less comfortable. We still in hell. We still under another man's rule. We still under oppression. We still got to deal with a culture that's not ours. It's foreign to us. We still got to deal with a degenerate people ruling over us. And we want to be out of this completely. Keep going. That's all right. Keep going.
Verse 7. And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a God. And ye shall know that I am the Most High your power, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. Verse 8, and I will bring you in unto the land, concerning the which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it you for an heritage. I am the Most High.
So the Lord's running down his promise. I'm taking you all the way out of this bondage. You're my people, and you're going to know it when I bring you into your own land, the land that I promised the forefathers. Keep going.
Verse 9, and Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. Verse 10, and the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 11, go in, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he let the children of Israel go out of his land.
So Moses spake this unto the children of Israel, but they didn't want to listen to him at this point because they said, we started to listen to you and it already got harder on us. And so the Lord told him, go back to Pharaoh. You're going to keep pushing this. Don't get discouraged. Go back to Pharaoh and you're going to push this line. And that's where we're going to pick up next week. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Officer Haward. Anybody that's tuning in now, tune into the Philly Sabbath service. I think they get started right after we finish. Shout out to Amani Yakar, Rapaya Allah, and to the question on the blue letter, on which version has the proper Hebrew to English translation. For the English, we use the King James. I think that's understood, but I think you're asking about on the Hebrew side. I have it up here. I want to say the WLC, but let me double check on that. Yeah. Yeah, I have the WLC for the Hebrew. And that's I like to keep it parallel on my blue letter app. I like it like that. With that, I mod them up here. Paul, which means horn.
And Yun, which means wine.
Layashalu, which means to Israel. Or which is horn. Imagine in the room, so which means stand, turn, and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Bashamayim, Rashaya, Shemka, Yahweh, Lakutha, Ratazaka, Aisha, Baratiza, Aya, Bashamayim, Thundernawa, come, Kalyawam,
Wasalakanawa, Abawakanawa, Abiyanawa, Manasaya 1, a ball, Awashinawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wathaparat, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Mayaka.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahai.
Wa Alahai.
Latazabia Alawap Yohana.
Latazabia Alawap Yohana.
Alawap.
Alawap Yohana.
Asrun.
Asrun.
Akaziyan.
Akaziyan.
Akayal.
Akayal.
Wahakwathi.
Wahakwathi.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In the English, Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Mike.
And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
Speak against us.
Speak against us. Thy prophets.
The
teachers.
The princes.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
They refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To
enter thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites. And the nations.
And
the drug dealers. The court system.
The
prison system.
Planned
Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The
Pope.
Islam.
Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitazi. The gay movement. Lesbian movement. Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force.
Marines.
Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves.
Cable access channels.
Radio channels.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
To seek to stop us. Bring swift destruction.
To all the heathen.
Stand in the way.
Try to stop us.
Broadcasting your words.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
But the plague
Shake the house of the
thief.
And the murder.
Like
the Yahushua. Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucer.
Punish all the heathen.
That come up against us.
As we
speak thy word.
Cause to be known by all.
That
it is the angels that have done it.
Cause
to be spread through the media.
Throughout
the whole world.
Cause
them to shake at that coming.
that coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
So
be it.
Sorry, face the front. I'm going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Rakatham. Yajim dismissed. Next week will be
Exodus chapter 6, verse 12.
Exodus. Next week. Exodus chapter 6, verse 12. Shalom.